This is Jonathan Cahn, and I just heard that Charlie Kirk was shot. I'm sure you've heard it, and by the time you get this video, you'll know more about his condition. Before anything, if you haven't already, be praying for him, or depending on the condition, pray for his family and for America. I didn't want to wait, so I'm just doing this with my cell phone. I was on Charlie's show. He was gracious. In every way. He was, and actually when I was on, he had me on because he wanted to speak about the return of the gods or the spirits, which is what I want to talk about here, and the enemy and the warfare. And the thing is, 24 hours before this happened, I was led to put up on the web a prophetic post called the demonic secret of the Minnesota shooter. What does this have to do with this? Well, Charlie Kirk, according to an eyewitness there, said that he got on the stage and he started speaking. He was given a question that was the witness said it was religious, so linked to God. He said then he was given a question that had to do with shooting, had to do with the shooter really springing from the event of the Minnesota shooter. The event that came up and the issue of gender and the shootings, and then he was shot, that according to the witness. Now that's just what I put up on the web, and for those who didn't see it, this is what the thing is, that first of all, there is a real warfare going on. There is behind all these events, behind political events, behind the news, there's a whole nother realm, and if you don't realize what is going on, you're not going to be able to deal with it or fight with it or effectively. And actually, this is really what, when I was with Charlie or on the show, that's what he wanted to speak about. And now he has been shot, and this is real. And the thing is, what we just posted with this, the demonic secret Minnesota shooter, is from what just happened. And not only that, other things, there is a real demonic realm. It is not just a physical realm. And when you pull away the veil, and the shooter in Minnesota, which is really what would have led to that question, that shooter had a picture of Jesus in a bullseye, in the scope of a gun, in the crosshairs of a gun. In other words, to fire Jesus. Who would put that up? Well, a demonic being would put that up. The enemy was that, and the shooter had a drawing of a demon, and he was him with ammunition strapped to his body, talking in a conversation with a demon, a demonic spirit, and it's in the mirror. So it's as if the demonic spirit is him or is in him, as in possessed. And the thing is, he went against a church school in the midst of prayer, and the children in prayer, again, to kill children and in prayer. Talk about demonic. And it's not the only one, because a while back there was another famous shooting. It was the Nashville shooting, and the Nashville shooter also was the issue of gender in it. There were all these similarities, and the Nashville shooter was seeking to shoot and kill children in a Christian school. And I shared there's an issue with that, with demonic spirits and children, and of course having the enemy being anything related to God or Jesus. That's what the Bible records. And there are all sorts of similarities from what the Bible speaks about of people who are possessed or demonized with these two shooters. And the thing is that what I shared, this is something that nobody could have put together, nobody could have orchestrated except in another realm. And that is that in the Bible, it says that the mark or the number of the enemy is 666. 666. And the shooter in Nashville killed 6 people, divided up in groups of 3, as 6 is 6, but it ranged in 3. And the adults, the 3 adults, the ages were 60, 60, and 61. Each with 6 in their age, a total of 3, 666. The enemy inverts things, turns things upside down. The number of children who were killed was 9. Their ages were 9, 9, and 9. That's the inversion. Turn it upside down is 666. In Minnesota, the The most accurate reports is that the number that were injured were 18 people. 18 is the sum or total of 666. And there were 2 who were killed. The ages were 10 and 8, which is 18, which is 666, the total of it. Nobody could have put that together. Now the thing is this, listen, this is real. It's not ultimately a political war. It's not ultimately a cultural war. It's all part of it. It touches everything. But it is ultimately a spiritual realm. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. And that is a real thing, what the Bible says. In fact, we were led to put that video up, but also at the same time, what just came out is what I just released is the Avatar, which is the book that it's revealing really the same, that behind everything, there's a whole nother realm. Even behind things like our elections, even behind things like the assassination attempt on Trump, and what we are involved with, it's a whole nother realm. It's a whole nother thing. And the thing is, we've got to take this seriously. The Bible says these things are real, and they are real. You know, Charlie Kirk was standing for God. He was a devout, passionate believer and spoke about the things of God. And there are other forces that are opposed to that in every way. And so the Bible says these things they're real. Demonic spirits are real. People who are under the influence of that are real. The angels are real. God is real. The Spirit is real. And we are in warfare. And the good news is that God is stronger. And if you don't know God, if you're not born again, you got to get on the right side, because these forces are against you and your life. We are in a battle, no matter who you are. You may not realize it, and the only answer is Jesus. And so there'll be more, but for now, listen, we got to pray and we got to stand. The Bible says, put on the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, lift up the sword of faith, sword of the Spirit, and the shield of faith, and more, and fight the good fight. We have a fight to fight in the Lord, and we know by Him we win. In the end, good does prevail. So, and we got to pray for the revival in America, salvation, for God to have His way, because that's the only hope of this nation is God. And so, until next time, this is Jonathan Cahn saying, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Shalom.
Is there more to the world that meets our eyes? Could the most powerful figures of our age be fulfilling the roles of an ancient blueprint? Is it possible that behind the events of our time is an ancient mystery transforming our lives? Could the realm of ancient mythology be colliding into our present reality? Are there actually avatars in the world today, even in the realm of government? Leaders impacting nations, even America, and holding an ancient secret. Have they even altered elections? #1 New York Times bestselling author Jonathan Cahn, author of 10 bestsellers, including The Harbinger, The Return of the Gods, and The Dragon's Prophecy, now releases what may be his most explosive book yet, The Avatar, The Return of the Ancients, and the Future of America. The Avatar contains revelations so shocking that they cannot be revealed outside of its pages. Who are the Avatars, and what do they have to do with what is now happening in America, the world, and the future? The Avatar reveals what the media will never tell you, an ancient mystery at work, secretly moving behind world events, behind the transformation of America and the West, behind world leaders, and behind the changes that are touching each of our lives. In the Avatar, you will be taken on a journey to the ancient land where the gods never left, to a haunted island and the goddess on the mountain, and to the streets of Washington, D.C. to uncover the mystery of the Avatar, now appearing at the seat of government. Is there an ancient mystery of kings and queens that reveal the meaning of Donald Trump and every recent American leader? Why they rose, why they fell, or why they rose again? What is the mystery behind the day Trump was born, and the mystery behind the day his life was almost taken? Is there an ancient object buried in the sand of the Middle East that foreshadows what is now taking place in America and that holds the key to our future? Jonathan Cahn's most explosive book ever will reveal the story of the Avatar, the one who became a prominent leader on the American political stage, one who has lived in the image of an ancient god from birth. The American Avatar, an instrument of the gods and their agenda. Read and discover the Olympian mystery, the trickster god, the return of the king, the gods of the lake, the cosmic queen, the god of madness, the black obelisk, and the mystery of the Avatar. How dangerous are the times we are in? How much time do we have left? Is there hope? And what do we do? Discover the revelation too deep, too radical to be revealed. Until now. The Avatar will not only blow your mind, but change the way you see the world. The Avatar by Jonathan Cahn, The Return of the Ancients and the Future of America. It's not fiction, it's real. Prepare to be blown away. The book you can't afford not to read. From Frontline, available where books are sold.
Hey everybody, this is Jonathan Cahn, and thanks for watching the video. And listen, the new book, The Avatar, is out. It's the most explosive book I've written. It's The Avatar, The Return of the Ancients and the Future of America. It's everywhere. If you go online, you'll see it everywhere to get it for yourself and people in your life who need to see it.